Shalom. I want to give all praises, honors, and glories to Yahweh Ba'Hashem, Yahweh Shai Ba'Hashem Rakakwadash, and doors to the apostles and others who are Muslim, and salutations to the lawful elect. This is your brother, I am Noah Allah, from GMS Chicago. And I'm just going to do a quick lesson about, Esau in the scriptures is the so-called white man here today. All right, I'm first start with Genesis chapter 25, verse, I'm going to start with 23, right? And the Lord said unto her, two nations are in thy womb, and two manner of people shall be separated from thy bowels. And the one people shall be stronger than the other people, and the other shall serve the younger, right? And the other, in this scripture is speaking about Esau. It says, and the elder shall serve the younger, and the younger is speaking about Jacob, right? Because little down, the road, it would tell you that, the first came out red, right? That would be Esau Edom, right? Verse 24, and when her days to be delivered were fulfilled, behold, there were twins in her womb, and the first came out red all over like a hairy garment. And they call his name Esau. And they, if you look at the one particular nation here today, all right, that's ruling the entire earth, that basically owns all these businesses and it has a lot of wealth and authority over most of the people here on this earth today is Esau Edom. All right, so-called white man. And again, it says, and the first came out red all over like an hairy garment. And this would be a good example of of what Esau Edom would look like. All right. You look at the white people here today. All right, you look at their skin, and yeah, it may be so-called white, but really, all right. The skin is pinkish red, all right? The skin is basically red. Another example here, first came out red like a hairy garment. See Edom there for you. But yeah, you find those examples, every day, all right, when you're outside, all right. Esau is not really white, he's actually red. And after that came out his brother. And after that came his brother out, and his hand took hold on Esau's heel, and his name was called Jacob. And Isaac was 80 years old when she bare them. And yeah, that's us right there, Jacob. Us, so-called blacks, Latinos, and Americans living under the curses, all right. The curses according to Deuteronomy chapter 28, all right. But I'm not gonna make this too long, all right. Another thing too, going to the word Edom, all right. Click on the interlinear, all right. Look at the word Edom. All right, it says Adam, and it means red. All right, Edomite, Idumean, descendants of Esau. All right, and it means red, and it perfectly fits the pictures of Esau, Edom, basically. More proof, that in the scriptures, right, Esau Edom is a so-called white man. Or we'll go to Dan chapter 7 verse 25, right? Because Esau does this a lot, all right, and it very fits him very well. And it says, and And he shall speak great words against the Most High, and shall wear out the saints of the Most High to think to change times and laws. And yeah, that's what Esau Edom is doing today. All right. The earth is getting into the hands of the wicked, and Esau is, basically in rulership, and Esau exalts himself as if he's God. Esau, speaks proudly. All right. Esau wears out the saints of the Most High, which the saints of the Most High is you so-called blacks, Latinos, and Arab Americans, and to think to change times and laws. And Esau sets up these unrighteous decrees that really oppress Jacob. All right, for the most part. And they shall be given into his hand until a time and times and dividing of time. But hey, the Lord, all right, he put Esau in power, all right, really, all right, to use Esau, to punish us, us so-called blacks, Latinos, and Arab Americans, because, like again, we sin against Yahweh Bashem, Yahweh Shai. Isaiah 10:1. Woe unto them that decree unrighteous decrees are right grievous, which they have prescribed. All right, and they, the man here that's ruling on the earth today that is, decreeing unrighteous decrees is Esau Edom. All right, can it be any other person? Or Esau, basically owns everything. Esau is basically ruling the entire earth right now. All right. Proverbs 29:2. And hey, right now, people have been mourning because, the wicked are in rulership. But here's Proverbs 29:2. When the righteous are in authority, the people rejoice. But when the wicked beareth rule, the people mourn. And, even up until today, all right, people are mourning because the wicked are in rulership. All right. And Esau, he causes a lot of terrors. All right. Esau causes a lot of damage, to other nations. All right. Esau violently takes over a land, all right, and by the way of his sword, right? Because Esau's blessing is his sword, and he uses that to the best of his advantage against people like us, right? Us so-called blacks, Latinos, and Arab Americans. Right, Micah 2:2, and they covet, and they covet fields and take them by violence in the houses, and take them away, so they oppress a man in his house, even a man in his heritage. And they, that's what Esau does today. All right, Esau can never keep at home. Esau goes to these other countries, these other nations' land mass, and they take them by violence. Right? They even steal our heritage. Right? You so-called blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans. Right? Esau steals your heritage. Right? He hides who you people really are. All right, and then he hides our true language, which is the Hebrew tongue. And Sirach 12:11. Though he humble himself and go crouching, yet take good heed and be aware of him, and those shall be unto him as though has wiped a looking glass, and those shall know that his rust hath not been altogether wiped away. And this is one of the character. This is also one of the characteristics that Esau has, right? though Esau may, act innocent at most times, especially him with that microphone in the White House and whatnot, saying that, he'll do these things, he'll bring people to justice, he'll try to paint as if, he's the victim. Right, but in scriptures it tells you that never trust an enemy, for like as iron rusted, so is his wickedness. And hey, Esau Edom is basically an enemy to you Israelites. Right, he is an enemy to you Israelites. It says, though he humble himself and go crouching, yet take good heed and beware of him. And that's what Esau does a lot. All right, Esau trying to look innocent, but really, war is in his heart. All right, Esau don't give a fuck about you, Jakes. All right, this is the son of perdition that we're talking about. All right, the man that uses nuclear capabilities. All right, against other nations, a man that uses a sword and eliminates, Jake off the streets. The man that basically signs legislations, by the way of a piece of pen and a paper, and ultimately, it brings our people more oppression to us, right? Because of what he saw, passes, with these, unrighteous decrees. Job 9:24. The earth is given into the hand of the wicked. He covered the faces of the judges thereof. If not, where and who is he? All right, yeah, the earth is given into the hands of the wicked. All right, and that's Esau Edom that is ruling here today. He also covers the faces of the judges thereof. He tries to paint himself as if he is God, or he exalts himself like the eagle. Or Esau is a proud piece of shit, basically. 2 Thessalonians chapter 2, verse 3. I'll start with verse 3. Let no man deceive you by any means, for that day shall not come except there come a falling away first. And then, us, so-called blacks, Latinos, and Arab Americans, or we fell away from our true heritage and from Yahweh Hashem, Yahushai, or ever since, we went off as a nation. All right? And so the Lord, he put these curses upon us, and, he allowed Esau to oppress us. Right? But it says, and that man of sin be revealed, the son of perdition. And that perdition goes into destruction. Alright, that's what Esau does on a daily basis. Right? It says destroying, utter destruction. And that's what Esau does on a daily basis. That's the man of sin that's being revealed right now. Right? Esau is being made bare even up to this day, because hey, a lot of these nations are starting to wake up to the fact that hey, Esau is causing all this trouble. Esau is causing a lot of destruction, especially here in these last days. Verse 4: Who opposeth and exalteth himself above all that is called God, or that is worshipped, so that he, as God sitteth in the temple of God, showing himself that he is God. And hey, that's what Esau does, even up until this day. Alright, he puts up a picture of Caesar Borgia, and he says, alright, he says that he's a Messiah, right? Or he says that he is a God. Esau Edom, another characteristic, Esau is a proud man. Esau is way too damn proud. That hey, the Lord, soon the Lord is gonna have to take this man out of power, because Esau is doing too much. But nonetheless, that was it. That lesson. Just explain to you who Esau Edom is. Right, hopefully it's edifying. I want to give all praises, honors, and glories to Yahweh Hashem, Yahushua, and Shalom.